afternoon and welcome. Hello, you're joining us for the live streaming from Court 2 of the Axiata Cup 2014 in Jakarta, the world's richest team event in badminton, into its 5th day in the preliminary rounds here at Britama Arena Sports Mall in Kelapa Gading. You see on the left, team from the Philippines, a new team here, blooding their youngsters up against some of the best teams in the world. Today they're up against Vietnam. On the right, who are packing a little bit more heat today because they have the arrival of NGUYEN, the world number 21 in their ranks. A little bit more about the Axiata Cup. It's in its 3rd year. This year we'll see the preliminary rounds being held here in Jakarta. We started on the 27th of November. We'll go straight through till Wednesday, the 3rd of December. And it's being played in a unique league format. 4-match format, being a national team event. Men's singles will kick things off this afternoon, followed by the men's doubles, the mixed doubles, and the women's singles. A little bit different to your usual team events, having no women's doubles on the agenda. But every match here counts as a point in the league table. And over the 7 days here in Jakarta, these teams will battle for points. The top 4 teams making the playoff rounds in Kuala Lumpur. And the format has changed a little bit since last year. Rather than having group stages, this year every team must play every other team in the league stage. It's a demanding new format. Some of these teams are not packing too many players, especially, for example, the Asia All-Stars and the European All-Stars do not have the luxury of rotating some of their players. So it is a demanding format here in the preliminary stages. Previously, league stage was split into 2 groups, the top 2 groups then advancing to the playoffs in Kuala Lumpur. But it's made for some interesting matchups, some highs and some lows for the teams over the last 4 days. 3 more days to go, guys, hang in there. So 8 teams in the mix. Indonesia, the home side, some of the heavyweights here, and they have been the team to beat over the last 4 days. Malaysia, the defending champions, hanging in there. Singapore, Thailand, another heavyweight. Vietnam, the Philippines, we're seeing them today go in action here in the first session on Court 2. And an all-star Asia and Europe team who are doing rather well, actually. Who will make the top 4? 3 more days to go. You can see warming up over there, Antonino Benjamin GADI of the Philippines and NGUYEN Tien Minh. NGUYEN is playing in his first match here at the Axiata Cup, having come over from the Hong Kong Open. Excuse me, that's wrong. The China Open was his last tournament showing. He's been playing in the Malaysian League, a new league that's kicked off in Malaysia, and he makes his way from there. So he's been in some action, not exactly tournament action, but he's ready to kick things off, maybe well and rested. It might be quite a formidable opponent for Antonino Benjamin GADI of the Philippines. They've not played each other in tournament before. Antonino GADI from the Philippines is ranked 340th in the world, while NGUYEN is 21 in the world rankings at the moment. NGUYEN having reached a career best 5, that was back in 2013. He comes in having played some good games over the last few months, reaching the qualifiers at the China Open, the French Open, and the Denmark Open. Made it to the semi-finals of the Vietnam GP Open back in September, getting kicked out by Indonesia's Dionysius Hayumurumbaka, who's actually also in action here at the Axiata Cup. Made the quarterfinals of the Chinese Taipei back in July, going down to China's Weinan. He is the winner at the Suffolk County Community College US Open Championships, taking out Chou Tien Chen. And he's also the winner of the Vietnam International Challenge 2014. This year, that was played back in March. Go back to January, NGUYEN was in the quarterfinals against Chen Long, going down in 2 sets. So all in all, some good results from him this year. Benjamin GADI, the young Filipino, making his way up the rankings. He's been up and down this year, reaching a high of 246, dropping down to 438 back in September. He's now at 340, making his way back up the rankings. Last tournament was at the Swiss International, reaching the qualifying stages. And getting knocked out in the qualifiers of the Dutch Open Indonesia International Challenge back in August, and in Sri Lanka. He made the quarters there as well. Sudirman Cup, he was in the quarterfinal stages with his teammate Asuncion Kenovich. You are, of course, watching the live streaming of the Axiata Cup 2014. Court 2 action with me, Renata 2, over in Court 1 today. It's a tough battle for Singapore against the home side, Indonesia. You can catch both of the live streams on www.celcomescape.com, and there's also plenty of content on there for you to click and choose what to watch. Archives of previous Axiata Cup 2014 matches, plenty of behind the scenes looks at what's going on here in the richest badminton team event in the world. And we have pre-match interviews as well as post-match interviews with all the players, plus match highlights just in case you didn't catch one of the games. Enjoy over 1,000 hours of movies, TV series, and other irresistible content on Escape. Visit us at www.celcomescape.com for the richest experience of Axiata Cup matches, interviews, and highlights. We are online, guys. Check us out. The YouTube page, axiatacup.tv. The Facebook page, facebook.com/AxiataCup. And the twitter.com/AxiataCup. You're going to get lots of updates of how things are going on the tournament, as well as plenty of retweets from some of the players here, how they're feeling after their few games, what's going down in their lives here in Singapore. You can also stream us online at eversport.tv and wsn.tv. And you know what? There's $1 million up for grabs for the players, but there's stuff up for grabs for you too. So if you'd like to have a look at some of the games that we've got going on, earn smash points by playing, I don't know, your pick of the fantasy games. We have a official fantasy game for the Axiata Cup 2014 in the badminton. Pundits Goh Liu Ying from Malaysia and Taufik Hidayah from Indonesia are the official pundits. You have to register your team. See if you can smash Goh Liu Ying and Taufik Hidayah's team. See if you can beat the champions there to earn smash points and redeem cool Huawei devices. So there's stuff for you to win as well. Just a little bit about how the teams have made it here today. Tough slog for Vietnam against Malaysia on the first day. They came away with a win in the women's singles. Malaysia taking the rest of the wins on day one. Vietnam took a really hard tumble against Indonesia on the second day on Friday, going down 4-0. Saturday saw Vietnam take on the Asian All-Stars. Not an easy team to beat. We saw a 4-0 Scoreline there going the way of the Asian All-Stars. And yesterday's action saw Vietnam do some damage of their own against Singapore, a 4-0 rout of the Singaporeans yesterday. So they're coming off confidence-boosting win, hopefully not feeling too tired. Actually, I know this man on court isn't feeling too tired. This is his first game here. Still warming up now on court 2. The Philippines have had some tough games themselves. A hard start against the European All-Stars on Thursday, coming away losing 4 of those games. Another tough slog against Singapore, 4-0 to the Lions. And Thailand, Karahuak, packing some thunderous power in their lineup, taking them out 4-0 on Saturday, and a 4-0 rout yesterday by Indonesia. Some big heavyweights that they've had to play against. Now I know this team has been very excited to be here. The Filipinos coming in. I've had a chat to some of the players, and really they're using this opportunity to be here to play some of the best in the world. It's very exciting for them to actually get up there and see where they rank and they stand. They've pushed some of these games to the limits, won a set, but they come away from each game smiling. I have to tell you, the fight in these guys, it's a very young team, and the coach says really the agenda here is to get them as much exposure as possible. And it's out. 1-all. Two-one to GADI. Cross court. Point there from Antonino GADI, 4-1. Fault at the net, handing the service and the point to NGUYEN, 3-5. Going long at the baseline, 4-5. 8-5 to the Filipino. Just getting beat by the net there, handing the point to GADI, 10-8. It's wide in the corner. Still on the first game here, so the guys are just warming up. (11-9) in the first game of the men's singles. Antonino GADI taking on NGUYEN Tien Minh from Vietnam. GADI being actually the only Filipino to have won a set here so far in the league, taking that one on Friday against Singapore's Derek Wong. Tough three-setter for them. Not enough power. The net bringing it to 11-all. Misjudged that drop. NGUYEN leading here at 12-11. 19-15. This point to bring it to game point. Pulling one back there. Antonino GADI to serve at 16-19. Here we are, game point in the first game. NGUYEN. And a smash. 21-16 here in the first game, the men's singles between Vietnam and the Philippines. The world ranked 21. NGUYEN taking this one. He's still getting used to the court out there, this being his first game in the league stages here. The mini Vietnamese are hoping he'll come in, help add to their points tally as they try and make their way up the league table. It's the top 4 teams at the end of the week that will progress to the playoff stages, the semis and the finals in Kuala Lumpur. Of course, if you are in Jakarta, do come down and join us because it is a great day to be had. Plenty of action. You can hear the crowd in the background, a very passionate and feisty Indonesian crowd. They do love their badminton here. And of course, if you don't make it to Jakarta, we will be in Kuala Lumpur on the 6th and 7th of December at Cheras Badminton Stadium, and that is definitely something you do not want to miss. Details at the website www.axiatacup.com. Second game now, NGUYEN to serve. GADI getting some last minute advice from his coach, Paulus Furman, who says, of course, this is an opportunity for them to raise their game and get some exposure playing against some top players. Straight off the back, cross court, and a point there. 1-love. 3-all here in the second set. GADI winning back the serve. We are 11-3 in the second game of the men's singles between Vietnam and the Philippines. GADI with quite a number of points, and he'll need to claw back in order to stay in this game. Here's the only Filipino to have wrestled a set from a player so far in this competition. They come in as very much the underdogs and the minnows in this. But if anyone can do it, he can. Nguyen, currently aged 31 years old, introduced to the game of badminton by his dad when he was just 10 years old, and became a passion. Here he is, serving at 11-3. Backhand into the net, Nguyen. Handing over a little lifeline to Antonio. Clipping the net. Nguyen didn't think that was going to go over, maybe. 17-14 as Antonio creeps up the scoreboard. (18-7), a quick. This could be a quick run through here of points and games. Net just beating GADI there, 19-7 now. Game point here. GADI wrestling the serve back, 8-20. There you have it. Vietnamese Nguyen in his first match out court here in the preliminary stages of the Axiata Cup 2014, taking out Antonino GADI from the Philippines, 21-16, 21-8. A quick two-setter out on court here just to get things started on day 5. Up next, the women's singles between the Philippines and Vietnam. With rising up-and-coming youngster Sarah Joy Barredo taking on Vietnamese Vu Thi Trang. $1 million up for grabs.